Alright people, so today I'm going to go through the weight loss method which I've developed to help women post-menopause lose 8 to 10 kg and also optimize their hormonal imbalances from the biological responses they have during and post-menopause. So this program is called the Metabolic Resistance Hormonal Optimizer, and this is something I developed after I found out how many women struggle with this time period of after menopause and going back to feeling good within themselves and regaining that youthful feminine energy, as well as getting themselves back in better shape or in better shape overall. So you can lose up to 10 kg in the space of 12 weeks without sacrificing any kind of family time or your current lifestyle of all the things you like to do. Say if you like to go out and things like that, you won't have to sacrifice that and you can work around it and still see all the results, and they're guaranteed. So this is one of my past clients, Nikita, and this is her before and after transformation. She essentially used this same style of training and she went through a full body recomposition, and we actually did a prep for a photo shoot towards the end of it. So this is one of the pictures from the shoot, and as you see, her midsection was a lot tighter by the end of the program, along with her glutes being thicker, and she was overall feeling so much more confident within herself versus from when she first started with me. So this is one of my other clients, Gurpreet, and this was actually achieved in just in the space of 4 weeks into the program. As you see, her midsection is a lot tighter and she was feeling a lot more energetic, a lot more confident with the right supplementation, the right meal planning, and the right training, which is the metabolic resistance training, which is what we did a lot of. So a little bit about me before you guys are wondering why should I listen to this guy, right? So here's a little bit of background on my experience and what I've done throughout the time I've been in this industry. So I've been in this industry for 5 years and I've competed as a men's physique athlete for 3. I've worked with some of the top coaches in order to achieve a certain look and in order to see success in the sport. I won my first show at the age of 20, and a year after that, I won a total of 6 medals and 2 championships, one of them being a British championship. I've never placed outside top 3, so I'm very good at what I do, and this is something I've allowed myself to apply in my coaching style from the knowledge I've gained in order to give my clients the best services, the best results I possibly can. And obviously achieving a more aesthetically pleasing look makes you more confident. So I have a huge experience in mostly coaching women. I prepped women for weddings, photo shoots, and of course hormonal recovery post-menopause, alongside with being the founder of Team INJ, which is essentially a team that I put together to specialize in helping women over 40 and post-menopause, alongside with helping other ranges of women get in better shape. I've also previously worked for a supplement brand known as G13, where I gained a huge range of knowledge on supplements and knowing which supplements to incorporate in client programs for them to see the most adequate results and allow them to utilize those supplements efficiently and not just waste their time taking random stuff. So this is obviously one of my shoots, that's the team logo. And here is some of my past clients which I worked with, mostly being single moms, mothers, and the majority of them also just being females. So I've also have a background in psychology and human nature. I've spent an intensive amount of time in personal development where I studied these things. I also studied motivational strategies. And this was essentially to have the best approach and the most in-depth understanding of what my clients go through. Obviously, being a client to other coaches, being on the opposite side of the spectrum, allows me to have an even greater understanding of what it's like to be a client paying for a service like this and feeling reassured that you're not wasting your money, you're actually going into something with seeing a guaranteed result and getting the support that you really need. So the metabolic resistance method will essentially come down to a few easy steps. So you're essentially, what you're doing is you're building muscle mass and burning a heavy amount of calories, increasing your energy output through a swift body recomposition. So the body recomposition occurs as you add more muscle to your frame, and it helps you shred off more body fat, right? So the first thing we go through is the personalized assessment, where we identify the perfect metabolic rate in order for you to see results. So we'll take your height, your weight, your age, your muscular mass, body fat percentage, and if you want to take measurements of like your waist, your hips, things like that, you can do that too. And what that basically leads to is a meal plan and a meal selection made by myself and my team. We put it together, and it's according to your lifestyle and the foods you like, and according to your preferences, so that way you can adhere to it, and it's constantly adjusted if you have any issues through constant communication. So the point of the program is to essentially feel more confident within yourself by the end of it, right? So by this time, you should feel a lot more confident, and you shouldn't really feel like you're putting in a lot of strenuous effort to get in the shape and get the results you need. It should be almost effortless and enjoyable. That's the main thing. The process, the journey should always be very enjoyable, and this is why we have a personalized approach, in order to get our clients the most enjoyable experience as well as the results. So we have a good name, we have a good brand image for ourselves, and we have good reviews, and every client, we make a very huge effort to make sure that they leave happy and they leave with being educated on what they're trying to learn. In this case, post-menopause, the biological responses that women go through and how to resolve them. So the second step would be metabolic optimization, right? So this one is, you have to engineer. What we do is we go through framework which will allow you to reduce your body fat and add muscle to your frame, right? So as I mentioned before, you're going to feel more energetic, have that youthful feminine energy back, and allow yourself to get more active throughout the day and be more productive as well. And throughout this process, we also go through certain foods and certain supplements which will increase your estrogen levels, which essentially what happens is when you go through menopause, your estrogen levels decline a lot. So this allows for that it basically allows a recovery process for what you went through during menopause. So it's a science-based nutrition engineering, and this is all like researched. And a lot of these programs I've actually tried myself, and I've obviously put multiple clients on which have worked. So these are methods I've been using for a very, very long time, and they work. So what you want to focus on is having a high energy concentration of food, right? So your calorie intake is obviously measured, right? And we do all the measuring, the macro intake for you. So all you have to do is literally follow the plan, and it's very flexible. It's according to the foods you like, and essentially we go for high volume, low calorie foods. So this allows you to stay full. You don't get any cravings throughout the whole process. And we throw in a few diet tricks, tips and tricks, which I've used myself and used with previous clients, which allow you to essentially enjoy the diet. And it's not really a diet in a way, it's just a meal plan that you're following, and it's very enjoyable. So here's one of my other clients, Eleanor, and she went through a crazy transformation where she lost 10 kg, and I believe this was only actually in the space of 10 weeks of the program. So she still had 2 weeks to go after this transformation. When she first came to me, she was lacking in body confidence, working a strenuous job as a nurse, feeling bad about the way she looked. Through my expertise in nutrition and psychology, I put on a personalized program which helped her lose weight and improve her posture and just feel so much more confident within herself. So this is before and after. Funny thing is, she's not any taller in this picture, but her posture improved so much that she looks taller. And she was wearing the same shirt, and you see the midsection is very tighter. very tightened up, and she obviously looks a lot happier, right? So she didn't have time to meal prep, so we took easy ways to combat this. So what I did was, myself and my team, we gave her a wide range of meals which she could choose from, which were easy to make. So this allowed her to just make her meals as she went along the plan, and they were all measured in calorie intake, which was, she didn't have to worry about that because we did all the work for her. And she ended up enjoying a lot of the meals we put on the program, and it was according to the food she already liked. So here's an example of the nutrition planner we use. So this is constantly adjusted, and essentially what we do is we incorporate carb cycling within our clients. So the macro intake, everything is there. So over time, as you stay with the program, you start to learn more and more of what the macro intake is for certain foods, right? And the calorie intake, which is obviously not something you necessarily have to worry about, but it's always there for educational purposes. So there's usually a high carb day and a low carb day. So low carb day is the days you don't train, and the high carb day is the days you will train. So this way you utilize the carb intake more efficiently. And if you look down at the bottom, supplementation is also included. So with this client here, she just had a very short amount of cardio to do. It's 15 minutes, so nothing strenuous at all. And typically with our clients, supplements I would recommend are vitamin D, and you can take creatine. This essentially increases your ATP, which allows you to it's a hormone in your body which regulates your strength and endurance. So yeah, but it's not necessary. But the vitamin D is something a lot of people neglect, so I usually always add that in my client programs. So you want to optimize your ROI, right? So this essentially will consist of optimizing your energy output during your exercise. So you don't have to train for hours and hours. You can go to the gym, or you can train at home for 20 to 45 minutes, and you will see results from that, because then of course you're burning calories throughout the day. So as we go down, this is another client, Elizabeth. She was a busy single mom and a full-time worker. What we did was we just made subtle adjustments to her daily routine, balancing her work life and prioritizing herself. In her own words, what she said was, very much enjoyed the process and the flexibility of the meal plans. The transformation she made was spectacular, as you see here. It was honestly incredible. She gained muscle, her waist got tighter, and her hips also got a lot thicker. So literally hourglass physique, which is what we were going for. This was our plan. So launching the metabolic resistance method. So what you're going to essentially get during this is a huge amount of accountability from investing. And also we do a lot of the legwork for you. So you literally just have to follow the plan. So we assess your lifestyle habits, and we can also incorporate what meals you like to order, which will fit your intake and your current meal plan, and we can incorporate that. So if you like to get Subway or things like that, we can incorporate that in your meal plan. So you don't have to restrict yourself from the foods you like. You can still see results and enjoy the foods you like. So more on the accountability side of things. So you will get unlimited client assessment meetings, so you can book in a call with myself or someone from my team, and you'll get daily accountability. So 24/7 we'll message you, check in with you, see if you're doing well, hold you accountable essentially to go through the process and learn to enjoy it, right? And there's weekly progress tracking where we track your body weight, you take measurements, and we take progress photos. That's one of the main things. You check in your progress photos every week, and I get to see how your body is adjusting to the diet, what adjustments need to be made, and that way we build a working relationship where you're able to see the results which you desire. And along with that, yeah, it's an in-detail check-in, and you can always book in a call if you have any questions or you're struggling, if you need that extra support. So it's literally like a weight loss system to start a complete makeover, and it will overall improve your quality of life once you see yourself getting in better shape and recovering from the things that happen in your body post-menopause. You get that youthful feminine energy back. It makes such a great difference, and it's such a beautiful process. So booking a call today, and I can guarantee you results with my level of experience and the team I put together. So if you guys have any questions, you can shoot me a message or book in a call.